Hi guys, it's Karen again. Today I want to share with you my thoughts about the 3 palettes that I bought from Focallure. These 3, I have Paris, PERTH and So Hot. I bought them about, I think I bought them at January, I received them at March, and I've been playing with them ever since, and I want to share with you my thoughts about these palettes. I'll just quickly show you. This is So Hot. This is PERTH. This is PERTH. It's a more bluish, greenish tone. And this is Paris. Okay, so I've been playing with this and I want to share with you my thoughts about these palettes and potential looks that we can make from these palettes. I received them, it was in mid-corona crisis, and I just received them and I've been playing with them ever since. I have to say that the mattes are gorgeous. They have a ton of pigment. You just need to take your brush and touch it a bit and you will have a lot of material on the brush, and one dip is enough. If you already made your face with foundation and everything, don't forget to tap the excess because it can you have a fallout all over your face. So the mattes in all 3 palettes are amazing. I really love them. They're very strong. They give a very good impact. You don't, as I said, don't need to use a lot. And the colors themselves, well, most of the colors I like. There's some colors that I don't. So let's swatch these few of the mattes. For today's look, I used this color here and this color here. This is tomato, this is chili. Oh, chili tomato. I used chili tomato. Well, not only chili tomato, but these 2 I used today for this look. I will swatch a bit for you to see. This is chili. And let's see Rufus, which is this burgundy color, and coffee beans, which is next to it. These are the mattes, some of the mattes. As you can see, they're very pigmented and beautiful colors that you can do almost everything with them. And well, the least favorite from this palette, the matte sections, are the turquoise and the yellow. I basically don't really like yellow, so it's not one of my favorite color, but the turquoise is too turquoisey, too bluish, too bright. I don't really like it. And the weirdest thing is, this is one of the reasons why I bought this palette, is for this light blue, because when I saw it on the website it looks gorgeous, but you can see, you can hardly see it on the eyes. You can see it definitely, but not in a good way. So this is my least favorite color from this palette. The yellow I don't really like using, but all the others are perfect. Now I'm going to talk about these shimmery ones here. These shimmeries, we have here 5 shimmers. You have a purple and 2 pinkish, a turquoise and a brown bronze, and they're very good. We have to use your fingers in order to get a full impact of color. You have to use your fingers, otherwise it will be, or a wet brush, that's also an option, but I found it better to use your fingers, and when I use my fingers I get better results. This is only for my taste. Maybe you like it less strong, but if you want it strong for the pigment to show, you have to use your fingers. Let's take another one. This I love. This is the rose gold, which is amazingly beautiful rose gold. Look at that rose gold here, which is amazing. It's beautiful, very beautiful. This was the palette called So Hot. I don't know if you're interested in seeing swatches of all the colors. If you are, let me know in the comment section down below and I will do that, of course. Let's go to PERTH first. PERTH is a palette that I loved from first sight. It was a love from first sight. And also the same formula. The mattes are very, very matte and pigmented, and oh, what did I do here? And the creamy ones are also perfect. Use them, very shiny. You have to use a tiny bit to get a good impact. So I love this white for the inner corner, these blues and purple. I have this purple is on the lower lash line. Lots of blues, lots of browns. You have peachy color here, and of course the white here. You can make a total look from using only this palette. Let's swatch, for example, this color here. It's called, let's see, Pavlova. Ooh, I love Pavlova. Let's see, it's a purpley pink color. Wow, what a straight, very straight line you got there. But you can see that it's changing colors by the color with the light. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color. You also have this color here, this color here, but I didn't really like it. When you look at it in the pan, it looks perfect, but when you apply it, it's very sheer with lots of sparkles and glitters. Sorry, I didn't really like it. I thought I would. You can see here on my finger, it looks beautiful, but when you swatch it, let's swatch it here. Well, on swatch it looks okay, I guess. Not really. You can hardly see it. It doesn't swatch even beautifully. I put it in the wrong place. Let's try it again. Maybe here. You see, it's very patchy. I don't like it. But it's okay not to like color from a whole palette. You have here lots of other colors to choose from. You have 15. If you don't like one, then you like all the other 14. That's good enough for me. So I give this palette a thumbs up. If I'll swatch a few more of the matte, like for, let's say, take this one, the burgundy one. Well, not a burgundy, it's more a burgundy pinky one. Let's swatch it here. Look at that. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous matte. Look. It's very easy to apply. And it sticks to the lid. Of course, you have to prime first, but it's beautiful. You have this greenish color here, which is called Swan River. This Swan River, let's try this with the little finger. And you can see, I'll put it here. This looks more a greenish, bluish color. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color. And I love this palette very, very much. If you don't like blues, then I don't recommend that you buy this, because there are, let's say, blues and purples. There are 6 colors. There are blues and purples, and if you don't like blues, choose another palette. For example, you can choose Paris. Now, when I first saw Paris, when I swatched it for the first time, I didn't like it at all. The color story didn't work out for me. I didn't understand why I bought it in the first place. But when I start playing with it, I found that there are lots of options that you can use from this palette and not just using the green. Because when I bought this palette, let's be honest, I bought it for the green. I don't know why, but I did. So let's face it, I don't know if I like the green. Days that I like the green, there are days that I don't like the green, but the formula is the same as all the other palettes, and the formula by Focallure is amazing. Now I saw that they have new palettes, and there was one that grabbed my eye, greenish-y, bluish-y, I think more greenish colors. I'm definitely going to try that. But this palette, I say this is Paris. Okay, it has more brownish colors. It has this dark brown here, it has this brown here, this brown bronzy here. You have lots of browns, another one here, a goldy one which is beautiful. The goldy one, I have to tell you, I'm going to switch to my other hand. The goldy one, this one here is called Tulires, I guess, with my French beautiful accent. A beautiful color, beautiful goldy color. Look at that. Look how much it shines. I love the formula by Focallure. I don't know why they put in this. I don't know how they do it, but the formula is amazing. Formula wise, there's nothing bad. I can say, well, maybe on one or two, but on overall, the formula is brilliant. Another one we have here, also rose gold. This one here is also rose gold. Let's try this one also. This one is more, this one here, you can see, very, very strong. If you want a palette with strong colors that you can really, really see on your eyelids, you have to choose these Focallure palettes. I just want to say, I bought this with my own money. Nobody's paying me anything to say my opinion. This is my opinion and only my opinion. Maybe you bought this and you thought different things about it, but I love it. Now the color scheme when I bought this, as I said, wasn't my cup of tea, but the gold here and the rose gold here, I'll show it up close, the rose gold, the purple, and you have some browns, so you can really make an entire look using this palette. You don't have to choose to go to different palettes. For the crease you can use this light shade or this purpley matte. This is a purple taupe color. I'll swatch it for you. Look what a beautiful taupe color. You can use this as transition, or you can combine together with this, well, it's not a white, it's a creamy color here. So you can make an entire look using this palette. I love it. I don't like all the colors. That's impossible to love all the colors, but I love most of the colors, and I think there is enough variety here to create certain looks. For example, you can, as I said, use the top color. It's called, well, maybe it's best I wouldn't pronounce it. Montparnasse. I hope if there are any French people watching, they're going to laugh at me, but never mind. This color here, you can use it as transition color. On the inner corner of the eye, you can use this color, and not this color. What color am I showing you? This color here, what's called Chateau. This Chateau, or you can use this color here also for this outer corner here, and you can use this color in the inner corner of your eye, and I think it goes well beautifully. Of course, there are other varieties. You can use these 3 here. You can use these 3 here. Another look you can do with the Paris palette, you can use this color as transition, this color in the outer corner of your eye, and this color in the half inner corner of your eye. You put this in the tear dot as a brightening color, so you can definitely use this one. You can also play with the other colors here. You can make many looks that you want. You can even use, oh, I want to show you this color here. It's called Monet. It's a beautiful color. Here it is here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color for the inner corner of your eye. You can definitely use this one. Okay, so I think you can make it. The problem with this palette is that you can make a lot of looks with it, but you're very, very restricted with the transition colors. So you can use the taupey, the yellow, and this creamy color as transitions, but if you want something else, you don't have it, and you have to go for another palette. So let's say if I have to rank all 3 palettes, I think that this is number 1, PERTH, So What is number 2, and Paris is number 3. I'll give you other kind of looks that you can make. If you want to make it something turquoisey, and you can definitely use this one, even though I don't personally like it, but you can use it as transition. But be careful, it's very strong, so use a light hand. So you can put this as transition, and you can put this one in the 3/4 of the inner lid, and use some kind of dark brown like this one here in the outer corner, so you can make another look like this here, this cross here. Or you can make, if you don't want something blue and you want something using this beautiful rose gold, you can use the rose gold in the inner corner of your eye, and use this orangey color here for the outer corner, and as a transition color you can take, well, this is the problem that I have with this palette, because look at it. Do you see transition colors? I don't. This is why this is number 2. Not enough transition colors. You can use this one, but very lightly as transition color. I use this one as transition color, but it's very, very dark. And if you want a light transition color, you don't have it here. Problem with the palette. So you can't use only this palette. Okay, so this is why this is number 2 for me. And as I said, PERTH is number 1 because it does have transition colors. You have this one here as transition color, this called Vegemite as a transition color. You can use this Beaches as transition color, and this one here also, it's called Shrimp. You can use it as transition color. So you have options that make sense and help you create a look using only this palette. For example, let's take an example. You can use this Beaches as transition color, but please very lightly, light-handed, so otherwise, and tap the axis, otherwise it will be very, very bold. So transition color, I'm using Beaches, and I'm using Numbet, like this one here. I'm using on the outer corner of my eye, and I'm using this one, Fremite, whatever that's called, in the inner corner of the eye. And then I have a cohesive look. If I want to break it a bit and maybe go on the blues, so I'll use this color as transition, and then I'll use the blue color. I'll use it in the outer corner of my eye, and I use this, not this one, this one, sorry. I'll use this one as the lighter blue and put it in the inner corner of my eye. So you have a lot of variety, and this is why this is number 1 for me. This is number 2, even though transition colors are awful. You don't have any, unless you count this turquoisey or the yellow. That can maybe use the transitions, but what kind of look can you make using a yellow as a transition color? Maybe if you want to make a greenish transition color and you use these two, that's an option too. And Paris I like the least because of the variety of looks that you can create. It's like colors are very similar. All the browns, you have a lot of browns, but they basically look the same. So this is my least favorite of them all. Guys, this is my review on these 3 Focallure palettes. Now Focallure has many palettes to choose from, so you can choose these ones or you can choose other ones. They have new ones, as I said, I hope you will enjoy them as much as I do. So I'll catch you all in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Bye!